Slowbro, I don't mind going off on my own a little more. Slowbro is... He's a defender, but I play him more offensively as a bulky attacker as well as a supporter. So I'll join other people or go off my own. And then Zero Ore is just a glass cannon. I could destroy stuff, but I go down easy, so it's a risk. As long as I get a level advantage, it could do pretty good. This is a wild Pokemon, we don't... And Dupe's Claws, we already have something in the Vivero line. And then Crustle is another defender that I play offensively because I use a Shell Smash. I love Shell Smash on it, especially when it catches players off guard and you do it and all of a sudden like, oh crap, you're fast and you can out hit. Thank you for the host, Maple. Welcome. It reminds me of the nights to play Splatoon 2 League mode with friends. Loss after loss, how brutal it was. Yeah, I hope we don't have loss after loss tomorrow. Yeah. Hey Maple, welcome. How are you? The Nuzlocke is... I mean, we made progress. We beat the 3rd gym at the cost of our Monferno, and it was not a trade I wanted to make. But we kind of got one-shot by Lucario. And it was only a few levels from evolving into Infernape, so that was sad. But we cleared a gym, and we're on our way to the 4th gym. Your response may be delayed and far between. Take your laundry and on mobile. Ah, that's fair. No worries. How have you been, though? Whooper. Here's the thing that's not a dupe that we have a right to catch. And we will use a netball and hope we get it at full health. Whooper kind of steps on Sheila's toes. Still, if a giant snail had toes. So we're not going to use it at the same time, but if something happens to Sheila, then... Okay, anybody have a nickname, though, for our Whooper? Lives in cold water, half burying itself in mud at the bottom of its sleep. Whoop whoop? Is that the nickname? Whopper? Okay, it's a Whopper. Oops. Yeah, it was... Or Whopper. Oh, too late. It's Whopper without an H. It was a sad loss losing our Monferno. I never like losing the starter. And I've never actually really gotten to go far with an Infernape, so I was looking forward to seeing how it would play out, but oh well, at least we had a Ponyta to fall back on. Things going alright. Gonna take care of something in the house, try to join for some Fall Guys later. Ah, nice. Yeah, I would join you guys on Fall Guys, but I'm gonna be probably tired after stream, and I'm assuming Okami is streaming, which she's planning on it. I was gonna go watch her play Ace Attorney 4. Did you use the starter in the original Nuzlocke? I don't think it... I did lose the starter at some point, but the starter was randomized, and I don't remember what it was. Haven't done those yet, but I'd like to soon. Yeah, that's fair. I've done a number... This is my first Nuzlocke that's not a randomizer. And, which is very different. But I've done a handful of randomized Nuzlockes. And I'd like to do a Soul Link with somebody at some point. Those seem fun. As well as there's another challenge run I'm going to hopefully trying next year in this. Details to follow at some point. But Fire Red, Leaf Green. Fire Red was my first. Well, Fire Red randomized was my first Nuzlocke. And then I did a randomized Soul Silver Nuzlocke. And then this past year I did a randomized Diamond Nuzlocke, and then I'm doing this regular Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke. I will say I enjoy the Nuzlocks. Like, I enjoy at least having a file where I'm not doing a Nuzlocke so I can try to catch everything. But a Nuzlocke is fun because of the challenge, and let's be honest, even the older Pokemon games aren't that challenging as people make them out to be. Like, the game's certainly gotten easier, but they're never been like super challenging. And having a challenge like a Nuzlocke makes it Jeez, 4 HP for a level up. Makes it the battles are a lot more tense. 28. Oh, did I miss all those 3? Oh, whatever. High jump kick. Oh, okay. I have mixed feelings on that. There's special attacker. Feint is so situational. Did you ever stream Gen 8? That was for your new video? No, I have not streamed Gen 8. I played Gen 8 on my own. This is actually the first time I streamed a Pokemon game that wasn't just a randomizer. Like, I usually don't stream like the releases of Pokemon games. I just kind of do them on my own. This was just a random idea I had this past year when I was doing a Diamond Nuzlocke, and I was like, you know what? I should do Brilliant Diamond also. Because the one downside is they take a while to stream, they're not short. And I don't want to like devote too much time to Pokemon streams. Like I said, I'm doing a different Pokemon challenge for next year on this. The last Jaden animation, I was like, an interesting new world, it'd be cool to try it. I wonder what it is. I've always wanted to try a is it Solak? Is it called a Solak? Or Soul Link, I think it's called Soul Link, which is like a co-op Nuzlocke. What am I? Barboach. Actually, no, I'm fine. I can handle a Barboach. It's like a it's a co-op Nuzlocke basically, where each the Pokemon you caught in the route, like the Pokemon you caught in Route 1 is linked to the Pokemon the other player caught in Route 1. And whenever one of you switches it into the PC, the other one must, and if it faints, yours also dies. Like, they both die. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, Soul Links. I first heard about them a few years ago. Maybe about 5 years ago? Like 4 or 5 years ago I heard about Soul Links, and I've been wanting to do one. If somebody wants to do one with me, I'd love to do one. Though I probably wouldn't want to do Brilliant Diamond, or these remakes for it. I'd probably want to do a different one, but like, I'd be up for any of them if that somebody was up to doing with me. So just putting that out there, if somebody's interested in doing a Soul Link, if another streamer is interested in doing a Soul Link, I'd be interested in doing that. And yeah, Pokemon is an RPG, Dragon. Don't know what you're saying about it being an RPG. But yeah, it's an RPG. It's a JRPG, technically. It's also, though, its own... There's literally a subgenre of RPGs, or maybe even of JRPGs, that's like monster raising ones, like Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Rancher, Dragon Quest Monsters. maybe Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei probably counts. Is that? Oh, that's why it takes what? Yeah, I mean, yes and no. There games that are not RPGs can be pretty long too. Breath of the Wild takes a while, and like, I guess you can argue whether it's an RPG. I don't generally consider Zelda games RPGs, because Zelda games in general do take a while. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to do a Soul Link with somebody next year. And it'd also be cool next year. I talked to this guy, right? My mind's already blanking everything I did. It'd be cool. Or next year, I was hoping to plan a Ocarina of Time randomizer race with some people in the digital bonfire, whoever would be interested. Like I've like looked into how it all works, and I think it'd be a fun thing to try out. And I'm specifically choosing Ocarina of Time because while I'm familiar with it, I don't have it like memorized like I do with is there nothing over here? Like I do with Majora's Mask. So Majora's Mask, it wouldn't be super fair. I'd have an advantage. I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. Getting very close, doing some exploring before charging the castle. Fair. Yeah, it took me a while because I did not collect all the Koroks, but other than that, I did 100%. I didn't want to consider the Koroks 100% because goodness, that takes forever. But it still took me a while. I think it took me over 100 hours into the game before I finished all the shrines. I did all the side quests. I had everything more or less done, and then charged the castle. Breath of the Wild it's a good game. It's not my favorite Zelda game because it doesn't feel very Zelda-like to me, if that makes sense. It feels like its own, like... At this point, I categorize 2D Zeldas, 3D Zeldas, and then Breath of the Wild is just its own thing. Not that I don't group into the 3D Zeldas. I am looking forward to the sequel, though. I'm hoping they add in more traditional stuff, like some dungeons, more items. That's a game I probably will not stream because of how long it'll be. Man, I was hoping we'd get through 2 gyms today. There's still a small chance we'll get through 2 gyms because we're 1 route away from it. But man, getting through all these trainers takes a while. And Epona is now 55. Excellent agility. Oh, I'm thinking that the 4th gym will probably not be as hard as the 3rd. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but like we're going to be a little higher level. The other thing I wanted to do with Pokemon is a monotype run. I just don't know. I never could decide what type to do. And I have so many other games I'm always doing that I don't replay my Pokemon games often. Yeah, I don't think I'd stream that though, because I have other things I'd want to stream, including for Pokemon. Wait. Okay. Oh, thanks for the sub, Mike. I appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, it's getting there. It's almost Christmas. How are you, Mike? Ah, not a flint. Oh. You know, I'm not feeling safe about this. Shanks, take over. Pokemon's going all right. We had a death earlier, which was we got a badge, which is good. So physically and mentally about par for the course. Can't complain. Yeah, understandable. I hope it eases up going into the new year for you. I'm glad that your computer problem got fixed pretty quickly, though. After tomorrow, you can chill until New Year's. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, basically me too. I have some work I have to do over winter break, over that week there between Christmas and New Year's. But it's work from home, and it's probably only going to be a handful of hours at most. Oh crap, Sheila, we need to heal you. This card runs better than the 3080 ad, and it's the 3070, which is sad. Wow. Well, I'm glad it's running well. I don't have nearly as good as my graphic card is a 1660, I believe. It's not the only part of this computer that's not like that amazing, and I kind of regret not paying a few hundred more and just getting whatever the highest option they had at the time was. But maybe next time. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the layout was kind of thrown together pretty quickly, but I have a tool that lets me do the overlay, so that I can when I use an emulator, it updates on its own every time I switch the party or things level up or stuff. Because I'm playing a Switch version, it will not do that, and I have to manually change it every time, which is a little annoying, but I still like being able to have the team on the side at any time and the badges at the bottom. If you ever stream Pokemon, I can link you to where I got the tool to do the overlay. But it's very simple. It's called PokeLink. I've been using it for all my like Pokemon streams, basically. I might think about it next year. Yeah. As I was telling Maple, I might I'm hoping to maybe find somebody to do a Pokemon Soul Link with next year, and I am doing on my own a challenge run, a different kind of challenge run of Pokemon Brilliant. I'm planning to do it with Brilliant Diamond next year, but that's a whole thing to explain that I'm not going to get into here. Oh, I don't have 10 shards of the same color. Oof, we might not hit the 2 gems today, seeing the time, but if we don't, the first stream of the new year will definitely have... Oh, crap, I forgot to use Repel. We'll definitely have 2 gems in the next one, because there's not a lot of space between... No, actually, we might not, because of how it's... Yeah, it might just be how it is. I mean, though the next stream of this, we will definitely be doing the 4th gem, probably right off the bat. God, I hate this mud. This mud is awful. Is there something down here? No, nothing's down here. Who came up with this mud? It's not even like fun. It's not like the wild Pokemon, so it's not like it's like, oh no, I'm stuck and I need to get out before wild Pokemon comes. No, it's just every few steps it's like, sync, rotate controller. You got a lurk. Good luck on everything tonight. Wanted to get some love it. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike. Thank you. It means a lot. Enjoy your lurk. I hope things start getting a bit calmed down soon and that your night goes well. And good luck with, I heard you were doing Fall Guys tonight, so good luck with that. I really should use a repel. Think of all the time I'd save, but... You know what? I'm gonna have to go up through there anyways. Where is... Okay, Ponyta's still nowhere near usable yet, but... I mean, okay, Ponyta's usable in this route. No, but like... In a gym battle right now, Ponyta would be underleveled. Just because this route has low level stuff. But I've complained before that Gen 4, the balancing of trainers is very wonky. This isn't just a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl thing, it's just really wonky in general in a lot of the mid game. And then it has a really weird spike near the end game. And I think that's the real reason why Cynthia is so tough. Like, yeah, she has perfect IVs. She does not have perfect EVs like some people think. Or she doesn't have EVs trained or whatever. But she does have perfect IVs. But the real reason I think she's tough is because there's just such a difficult or level spike. There's like a 20 level difference between the 8th gym's strongest Pokemon and her strongest Pokemon. And as I've said before, this entire run is really how smoothly can we get through it before Cynthia, because we're going to need all the XP we can get for her. And for anybody who hasn't been here with any of the other streams, I'm intentionally avoiding battling wild Pokemon to limit the experience intake, as well as using items to lower happiness, so I don't have random unfair crits and dodges just out of pure joy. Silly question, but do they still have the fairy type? They do still have the fairy type. It's one of the few changes to this, and it does balance-wise change some things. Obviously, there's not a ton of fairy-type Pokemon in this gen, but there are some options. But yeah, there is fairy-type. Okay, grab all these berries. We haven't even been going through our berries. Also, just like a little like... I just can't walk by them and ignore them, it bugs me. Okay, so... Can you go up and down? You can go up and down stairs with a bike, that's weird. Are you still? Yeah, I still want. Chill at the lead. X special attack. Okay. Scientist Sean with an Abra. Cool. Abra's pretty easy, don't have to worry about that. Actually, no, there was a couple Abras early game that some trainers have that kind of wreck. Oh, frick, his energy ball. Okay. Whew, thank you, Sheila, for being an absolute tank. Times 4 damage. Yeah, sure, it was like 10 levels lower, but still times 4. Just shrug that off. Epona, level 21. 57 HP. Kadabra. Okay, that's a little tougher. I think Kadabra, our best choice, is still Shanks. Yeah, in terms of fairy types, I think the only one we have in this, not in our Nuzlocke run at this point, is we have a Mime Jr. in the PC, and I do not want to. I really don't want to use Mr. Mime. I don't like Mr. Mime. I don't think it would be that useful in Nuzlocke. I think any real use he probably has would be for like doubles. Thank goodness for lower level and no stab. Yeah, even with the stab, it would have been fine. The lower levels, like, surprisingly, the lower levels often don't make that much of a difference in cases like that with the ×4. Like, part of it is also just that Gastrodon is a tanky Pokemon. It was everything combined, really. It was lower levels, no stab, and Gastrodon's a tank. But yeah, if it was the same level Pokemon that did a grass attack like that, it probably would have destroyed Gastrodon. And that's what really can mess you up in Nuzlocke, is when a Pokemon has a non-stab move that you just didn't expect. We almost lost our Staravia in the previous gym because the Machoke had a rock move. And just, it's hard when you get caught off guard by something like that. Zinc. Oh boy. Okay, let's backtrack this way a little bit. So we might be able to get, is there anything actually up here that matters? I don't think so. Get me out of this mud. I think we can try to bum rush the gym. Let's really quickly grab stuff around town. That'll just take a couple minutes. And we will not do the Great Marsh. We'll just bum rush the gym. We'll do the Great Marsh at the start of next stream. The Great Marsh, at least in terms of this Nuzlocke, how I've determined it, is it will count all as one area. So, whichever Pokemon because there's 6 parts to the Great Marsh, but it's all just the Great Marsh. No, I don't have Burmy. And so we are just going to, that'll be next time, but whichever we find there will be. Oh, no, I don't have our scale, I don't think. Whichever we find will be our one encounter. So let's grab our 4-person berries here. And 4 Nanab berries. And then we are going to, like I said, try to bum rush the gym. Since this is the last stream of Brilliant Diamond until January, I would like to, I'd like to see if we can get through the gym, even if I go a few minutes over. Okay, so it's a water gem. So we are going to put at the front of our party, Shanks. Interesting how in the first 2 regions, the gym leaders in order for the most part by their types against one another. Huh, were they? Have to think through that. Brock, then Misty beats Brock. Surge beats Misty. I guess there's a little break in it with but Eric at least resists Surge. Koga beats Erica. Sabrina beats Koga. There's the Blaine Sabrina doesn't really matter much, but then I guess Giovanni beats Blaine. So yeah, mostly. Almost. There's like only like 2 instances where it doesn't in Kanto, and that's interesting. I never thought about that. I don't think though that works as well for Gen 2. Because you have flying and then bug, which is weak to flying, and then you have normal, no interaction, then you have ghost, which they can't even touch each other. And then you have... Technically, I think fighting appears next on the badge order. Though I get... because you could do the steel or the fighting in either order. Which I guess if you do steel, then the fighting is at least strong at steel, but that's... about it. Johto Traverse? A little, I guess. Because Whitney, Morty, Jasmine, well, unless you do the other order, and that Whitney, Morty, the fighting gym, the... Okay, I guess there's 3 exceptions, assuming that you... I never know what the official order is for the fighting the steel, because you can do them in whichever order. And usually to me it makes sense to do them in, what am I doing? Usually it makes sense for me to do the fighting one first, because you have to go to that city anyways before you can go back to fight Jasmine. So yeah, I guess if in that case it's all but 3, but that's it's a little more than half, and it works better for Kanto. Okay, that's... One downside is if there's a water ground, then we have to switch out, because Shanks cannot speak of the devil. Shanks cannot be super effective. I mean, I could just bite it. I'm probably high enough level to bite it. It's oblivious. Lovely. I'm just gonna try to bite it. Yeah, okay, that works. Chuck then Jasmine. Yeah. So yeah, between Bugsy, Whitney, and Morty is shaky. Yeah, those are the 3 that I think don't seem to follow that pattern. Kanto, it does line up pretty well, that is true. And I think it's probably coincidence, but it's a cool coincidence. Because the only ones there, really the only one that arguably isn't at all, is Sabrina to Blaine. Because you can kind of argue that Lieutenant Surge to Erica Grass resists electric, even if it's not strong against it. And a lot of times resisting electric is the best you can do, because ground is its own weakness. Let's switch into Bidoof if we want to get a little more experience on there. Okay, what do you got? Sailor Damien? Wingull. Ah, of course. You have a flying Pokemon. This is precisely not the one we want out right now. I really should have seen it coming. The fishermen seem more likely to have water ground, like Barboach. well, like, that's really it. The fishermen are more likely to have the barboach line, and the sailors are more likely to have the wingle line. Oh my god. Has Shanks' happiness gotten too high? I feel like that message implied that its happiness got high enough that it's going to start getting bonuses. I need to keep that in check somehow. The Erica Surge would be solid with the resistance, but not a hard counter. Yeah, it's a grass is a soft counter to electric, and I think that's probably enough. It's just Sabrina to Blaine that doesn't really work well because fire and psychic have no real interaction. But to be honest, Blaine's a pretty awful gym leader, anyways. At least in the games, he's one of the easiest ones. Probably the easiest gym leader in Gen 1 is Blaine. Just like, why do you have your strongest attack being Ember on one of your Pokemon if you're the 7th gym leader? At least put Flamethrower on them all. I think it's his Arcanine that has only Ember. Okay. What is Azurill just normal type? I think it's just normal type. Where's a water normal? Where's a water fairy, or is it normal fairy? What is Azurill? Azurill I think has normal and something. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, frick! Oh, frick! Oh, frick! I'm raising its attack. Why did I not pay attention? Maybe Twitch. Oh, hey, cool name, welcome. Sorry to hear about your problem. Psychic did have weaknesses in Gen 1. It had Bug and Ghost. But Ghost, the only Ghost move that wasn't set damage was Lick, which it really doesn't matter. And Bug, there's only... What did Bug have? I think Pin Missile and Twin Needle, I think, were the only Bug moves. So there wasn't many attacks that Psychic was weak to then. But they were technically weak to 2 types. I'll keep that. I'm worried that she'll have Sap Sipper too. But also, even ignoring the whole Lick thing, taking a Haunter Gengar into Sabrina fight is not the greatest, because not only do you not have a good attack, a strong attack to counter her, but you're weak to Psychic. So... But also at the time, Lick was a signature move of the Ghastly line. So Lickitung did not have access to Lick to exploit that weakness, even though Lick was awful. Which it was just funny that Lickitung didn't have Lick. Yeah, just not very viable. There was no good counters to Psychic. Psychic had weaknesses, but it had no good counters. Gen 2 fixed that both by adding Dark type, but also because it added more Bug and Ghost moves, as well as a Ghost Pokemon that wasn't weak to Psychic also. Bad name for content. You're not wrong, cool name. That's actually a really bad name. Kind of wonder what they're thinking now. Of course, though, despite Psychic being kind of broken in Gen 1, really the only ones that benefited out of that were Mewtwo, who's just broken in general, and Alakazam, who's still kind of broken in general. Because the other psychic Pokemon just weren't nearly as good. They were still good, but I mean, Psychic was so good that Kadabra, like, even without evolving into Alakazam, you could beat the game pretty... In fact, I have seen somebody beat the entire game with just an Abra. And while they had trouble with Brock, because they had nothing to, like, attack with other than Struggle, because it learns no move by itself and you don't get a TM at that point. Once they got through Brock and started getting TMs, like, the game just fell apart. It was super easy. That's how powerful Psychic is and how powerful that line is. Teleport strats. No, what he had to do was he had to go to Viridian Forest, essentially, face wild Pokemon using teleport to get out of the battles till he ran out of teleports, and then struggle against Brock's Pokemon until he won. And even then, he had to be a high enough level for his struggle to actually be able to beat them without also beating itself, because there's finite money and he can't buy infinite potions or anything. It was torture for that part of the game, but then once you got through that, it was cake. Cool name. I guess it says that, yeah. It says that it's holding them back, but they can break forth any moment. Struggle against those Onyxes normally. Yeah. She was 33. Oh man, we're really pushing the time, but we're almost done with the gym. Let's finish the gym. Oh, the accuracy is awful, but the damage is great. Get rid of Body Slam. We're not a physical attacker anyways. Lalisa is evolving. Finally. We finally got her to evolve. She's not going to be useful in this gym, probably, but... We got a Staraptor. I think it learns... Savage Nature, Courageous Leaf, challenge foes are much larger than itself. Yeah, it tries to learn Close Combat. We will learn Close Combat. We'll actually get rid of Endeavor. It's a Nuzlocke. We don't want to be risking our health getting low enough for Endeavor to be, like, useful. In a normal playthrough, Endeavors can do some silly things, but... Oops. 114. Gotta raise its HP properly. Okay. Do that. Come on, how many trainers do we have left? I think we just have one. I think this is the last trainer before the gym leader. Let's leave. No, we're not leaving you there. Because I am pretty sure this guy's gonna have a Wingull or a Pelipper. But talking about Brock's Onyx, like, The Geodude's actually more of a risk than Onix, because Onix, its only attacks are, I believe, Tackle, Screech, and Bide. And Bide, you just don't do anything while it's biting, and then it can't do any damage. You like the Sailor Dude? Yeah, that's how all the sailors in the game look. Cool name. Shellos. Oh. We'll switch over to Bidoof. No, they hang out all over the entire region. Anywhere where there's water. Okay. I think we just have the last one now, the gym leader. Oh, actually, did we fight this? Did we fight this? We did. We fought him. Yeah. Okay, just have the gym leader. Let's check our health. Our health looks fine. Here we go. Last battle of the night. And this one might be a doozy. Welcome, I don't get challenged very often. The glory you are now beholding is the Pastoria Gym Leader. That's right, I'm Crasher Wake. My Pokemon are toughened up by stormy white waters. They'll take everything you can throw at them and then pull you under. Victory will be ours. Come on, let's get it done. We're in a bathhouse? It's the water gym. Why is there weird light there? Okay. Fighting Crasher Wake. Okay, glad that I started with Shanks and not with Bidoof. Intimidate. Intimidate. Well, that's not good. Oh, we still could one-shot it. Seen some fan art of this dude before? It doesn't surprise me. Epona got up to level 23. Upgrade the overlay. And Epona's useless in this gym though. Quagsire. Well, that's a job for Bidoof. Unless it has Sap Sipper, but I don't think Quagsire can have Sap Sipper. That just kind of freaked me out before. Not change your mind, dude. I'm not going to try to. I'm not cool name. I'm not into guys, so I don't really know when a guy's attractive. But if he's hot, I'll believe you that he's hot. Bidoof grew to level 34. Yeah, this is going way smoother than the previous gym. But once again, we're a little more over leveled than we were last time. Floatzel. Okay. I was going to switch to Shanks, but I hit the wrong button. Yeah, there, that's a good move. Well, I guess we'll try. Oh, shit. Okay, it's fine. We survived. Oh, and we one-shot. God, that Ice Fang really scared me. That Ice Fang... My heart nearly stopped for a second. I did not want to lose two friends tonight. Shanks got up a level. Okay, Gym Leader Wake.
And why? It's gone and ended. How will I say this? I want more. I want to battle a lot more.
There's a little secret shed I find most unattractive. I've kind of noticed. It's okay.
It seems the undertow pulled me under, but I had a great time battling with you. You've earned this.
The Fen badge. Gotta update our badges down there. There we go.
You need that Fen badge to use a hidden move Defog for your Poketch. These are a special reward from me in recognition of your team's power.
Got stickers. Thanks for the GG. And TM55s.
These TM55s each contain the move Brine. It inflicts double damage on targets with less than half their HP left. Used to end battles decisively.
That went way better. Way better than Maylene. But once again, his Pokemon and hers are roughly the same level. So we had a little better of a level. Our level situation is a little better. We'll heal up, and I am going to save in the entrance to the Great Marsh, so that when we reconvene in a couple of weeks, I will remember we have an encounter with the Great Marsh. Oh yeah, cool name. I too want to try Soul Link Nuzlocke. I've wanted to try one for a number of years now. I think they just became more popular recently, so. But they've been around for a while, and they've always seemed really interesting to me.